Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to my channel one more time. If you are new here, consider subscribing, dear brothers and sisters, because we talk a lot about the coming of the hour, the Sa. We talk about the end of time. We talk about Yajuj and Majuj, Dajjal. We talk about the Mahdi. So again, if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now, what we have seen, before I play the video, what we have seen, dear brothers and sisters, and we have been seeing, actually, I should say, in the past decades or maybe even centuries, is that there is frequent shaking of the earth. And you know what I mean when I say frequent shaking of the earth. This is something not stopping. Now, this is something, as I said, is happening all the time. But what happened in Greece is something really mind-boggling, because even though the magnitude of it was 6.3, I believe, nevertheless, it happened right in the central of the city. This is amazing, subhanallah. Like, look at this. I'm going to be playing the video. Look at this. These people, as you can see right by my screen, these people are actually, all of them are outside. You see these people? They're all outside. They're so scared of the shaking. Let's see. Look. Everyone came out because of the shaking. And it's a very, dangerous situation right now. It's just like, look at this. Everybody is just outside. They're talking maybe on the phone. They're talking to their relatives, their families, their friends. Look, a lot of the people are just taking the time to talk to their loved ones, because wallahi, like, this is a moment you never know whether you will survive, because it can collapse on you, right? It can be very uncertain. People are, all of them, this building, you see these buildings, these are all empty right now. And the reason for that is because it happened in the middle of the city. Now I'm going to be showing another video here. This is the actual footage. Okay, look, it's shaking. Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar. And this is something happened in Japan just few days ago. In Indonesia it happened just few days ago again. In Croatia it happened twice. Okay, in Croatia, subhanallah, it happened twice, not once. I actually have someone from Croatia. I asked that person to explain, and she said that yes, it happens very often, and we felt it, and we were really terrified. And again, this is something, dear brothers and sisters, looks like never ending. The shaking happens almost every day. Yes, it does. And sometimes we realize it, a lot of the time we do not realize it. And how often people even talk about this in light of end of time, right? How often? I mean, never. You never see anybody talking about, so this is happened here. Let's look at the hadith. Let's find out what is happening. We never do that. We are like, this is something natural. Like, it happens, so move on. Forget about it, move on. Wallahi, this is not something we should just move on. And then, when people are losing their life, then we make dua and things like that. May Allah bless them. But we don't really get it. We do not get the point. Look at this. Like, this is insane. If it is happening in my house, I'll be very, very terrified. Like, oh Allah, subhanallah, may Allah protect all of us. This is something we always have to, whenever it happens, we always have to take a pause and ask introspective questions, so that we are in line with our fate. It is easy for us to deviate, very easy, wallahi. And when we do not ask this question, we deviate. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, now he said, this hadith is reported in Sahih al-Bukhari, and I believe it's also reported in it was in Bukhari. Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh reported. He said, now this is an old video. I do not know why BBC is showing that, but I have seen this before. No, this is new. This is I think this happened somewhere else, not in Greece. I think this happened somewhere else. The previous clips you saw, these are from Greece. This is just what happened. لا تقوم الساعة حتى يقبض العلم. That the hour will not be established until religious knowledge will be lifted, will be taken away. Then he said, وَتَكْسُرَ الزَّلَازِلُ, and the shaking of the earth will be very frequent. Look at this. Rasulullah said that the end of time, when it will come, you will see that this shaking of the earth will be very frequent. Wallahi, happen in Japan, happen in Indonesia, it happens in right now it's happening in Greece, in Croatia, it happened in Turkey. Wallahi, like, is this the sign? Is this the ultimate sign that the end of time, the coming of the Mahdi Dajjal close? Easy way to understand that question would be asking this very obvious question, that are we seeing this shaking often? Is it matching the hadith? If it does, then that means yes, the coming of the Mahdi, Ya'juj and Ma'juj, Dajjal, the end of time, they are approaching very, very fast. Allahu Alam, we do not know when it will happen, but we know that it is approaching very, very fast. And this is why the Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned that وَتَكْسُرَ الزَّلَازِلُ, that the zalazil, that shaking, and it is mentioned even in the Quran. We have actually a surah in the Quran about the shaking. Subhanallah, like this is how Allah described this will take place. And obviously what we are saying, these are nothing. Like what will happen in the future and what is happening right now, right now what is happening is really nothing. Wallahi, it's nothing. So Rasulullah SAW, he not only mentioned that taksura zalazilu, that the zalazil, the shaking will be frequent, but he also mentioned, dear brothers and sisters, about few other things. So hatta yuqbadul ilm, that he said that ilm will be taken away. And we have seen, dear brothers and sisters, that religious, knowledgeable scholars, one by one, they are leaving us. One by one, we are getting rid of them. Wallahi, like they are not leaving us, we are getting rid of them. Allah is obviously taking them away from us because maybe we do not deserve, because of the end of time, the fitan is too much and we're falling into it. But at the same time, we are causing that to happen. And a lot of the time, you see, brothers and sisters, you will see that these people are behind bars. They are, not being able to express their opinion because we don't like them. We do not want their opinions to be heard. Whatever reason it is true that we are responsible. And then Rasulullah, he mentioned, وَيَتَقَرَبُ الزَّمَانِ. He said that zaman, the time, will pass very fast. And this is happening because of, I personally believe, because of social media. We have, subhanAllah, Facebook, YouTube all the time. And because of those social media, we engage in conversation, in comments and whatnot, and arguing with people. By the way, leave your comment, inshallah, make a dua. Do not leave a comment with just, whatever comes to your mind. Make the comment productive. Something that will benefit the ummah, right? Make a comment, inshallah. Let me know your dua, inshallah. And leave a comment, inshallah. We can get engaged in talks. I read all of your comments, if you do not know. I read all of them. Maybe I do not respond because sometimes the comments are pretty rude. So the admin will look into that, but I read comments. And then Rasulullah SAW, he said, وَيَكْسُرَ الْحَرُجُ. And we know what haruj means. And I explained that before, that these are all the signs of the end of time, that the haruj, this qatl will take place. And he explained, وَالْحَرْجُ الْقَتْلُ. And he explained what harj means, right? And Rasulullah, this is very, very interesting. The last thing that he mentioned, believe it or not, something we are also seeing, which is wealth. He said, حَتَّى يَكْسُرَ فِيكُمُ الْمَالُ فَيَافِدُ حَتَّى يَكْسُرَ فِيكُمُ الْمَالُ فَيَافِدُ. Rasulullah said that wealth will overflow. Okay, wealth will increase and overflow. It will be so much, you do not even need that much wealth, but it will overflow. And when you see that, means it is the time of the hour. It's time for the Qiyamah to take place. We have seen unprecedented number of Chinese becoming millionaires. Wallahi, unprecedented. Like, we have never seen this before ever again. There are so many millionaires in China right now that they are even more than US. What they have in US, China has even more millionaires. And we have seen how much money a lot of people are making because of the e-commerce, online banking, online trading, online buying, online this, online that, everything. It makes it so easy for people these days to make business and make money. Wallahi, it's very, very easy. So Rasulullah said this will happen. Online Amazon, you buy from Amazon, you buy from eBay, you buy from whatever website it is. It's going to only increase people's wealth. And this is only going to prove حَتَّى يَكْسُرَ فِيكُمُ الْمَالُ فَيَافِدُ, that the mal will overflow, in wealth will overflow. Again, if you're new here, consider subscribing, like this video if you did, share this video, inshallah. I'll see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.